Good afternoon, guys. We're looking forward to being one of the teams that was selected into the NCAA playoffs. Felt our guys put together a good resume and were given an opportunity to play for a national championship. And we talk to our guys about that all the time, that we want to take it one day at a time and the games one game at a time. And had a productive season. And now we look forward to a very good opponent coming to the Alaris Center. To host is exciting for us, and we want to take another step and win on Saturday, but we got to stay in the moment and keep preparing the best we can for Missouri State, who is deserving of being in the tournament, and they're on a winning streak here that they'll have a lot of confidence, and this is a team that plays very hard, and we're very impressed with them and looking forward to the challenge of playing them on Saturday afternoon.
Coach, looking back on everything that's happened in the past year, did you imagine that you'd be here at the end of April getting ready for a playoff game?
Well, I always dream about our team winning games. Feel like I'm a guy that has a lot of positive thoughts and try to have our players and think about positive things and about possibilities and all the things we can accomplish. So I love our football team. I think they're guys that work hard. They committed to this. They wanted to play in the spring and with an opportunity to make a postseason, and here we are. So we're pleased to be where we're at this point.
Playoff football is a whole different animal. Is there any concern on your end of the fact that you guys haven't been able to play in about over a month now?
Well, we're in good shape physically. We've really practiced. We've tried to change up our practices here when we were unable to compete on, against other people. Even yesterday we went out and did some 2-minute drill and some third down, so our guys play at a high level and practice at a high level. But there's no question games are different. But got a lot of faith in our guys that will come out and be ready to go on Saturday.
You came out a little bit ago that you were named finalist for Coach of the Year. How much does that mean to you personally?
It's a team award. That's how I look at it. So it's not real personal for me. Excited that our program gets exposure and recognized in that way, but learned a long time ago, if you surround yourself with good people, which would be our staff, our players, support staff, a lot of people work hard, and our program's recognized with that recognition.
Yeah, Coach, do you find yourself having to practice for two quarterbacks here with Missouri State, kind of having some uncertainty there?
Yeah, two very good quarterbacks. They've really complemented each other well, and each of them have led their team to victory when they've had to come in for the other individual who was knocked out of the game. And we think Johnson is very mobile and has a very strong arm and throws the ball well, and also Struck, who we played against at Idaho State, had a big night against us out there. And, we think he's really capable of hurting you with his feet as well, but very good thrower. And, so their offense doesn't change a whole lot when the other guy's in there, but because they both can run and they both are capable of throwing the ball. Struck probably has a little bit more experience because he played at another school for a lot of snaps, but Johnson's really impressive, and he was really impressive their last time out against Youngstown State.
Hey, Coach, for those players that weren't part of that 2019 team that experienced that playoff game, what are you telling your players going into this one?
I think we got to have a better mindset. We always want to learn from our experiences. We got to go in to this game with a much more attitude of being hungry to advance and really got to be the most physical team on the field. And we address that. We got to learn from our past, and this is a different football team because once we get through a season, we always want to learn from it. But that experience, we're hoping that it helps us this time around because we got to be really hungry and we got to stay in the moment how we prepare for this game each and every day.
Coach, did you find yourself having some kind of relief yesterday when you've had to wait to at least have some kind of positive news yesterday?
Yeah, you always get concerned when a committee's making decisions, and this year they really had a a lot of hard decisions to make with probably less information than they've ever had, and that's what's fun about being the AQ, the automatic qualifier. You don't have to sit and wait for your name up on the screen, so there's always a little bit of anxiety, yet we felt like our name was going to be up there, and we were planning on it, and really pleased and thankful that we were selected for the tournament.
You just were talking about, I mean, it's been 2 years since this team has played a postseason game, not through any of your own doing, but just because of the pandemic. What do you remember about that game from Nichols State, and what do you think has to improve from 2 years ago?
Well, we got to be a much more consistent team on both sides of the ball, and just our whole approach to the game needs to be better. We didn't get the results we wanted, and we felt like our preparation was good, but it's got to be raised up to a higher level, and the focus and the determination when we get to Saturday at 3 really has to be at a higher level.
It just came out this morning that Kyle entered his name in the transfer portal. Can you tell us what's going on with him?
We're really excited about Easton Kilty getting his opportunity, and Easton's worked very hard, and we're looking forward to him and other guys getting an opportunity to get ready for this game.
Yeah, Coach, you guys have had Missouri State on your schedule a few times throughout the season. Just how much has your preparation kind of changed going into this one, and how much growth have you seen since the first time you actually started scouting them?
Well, we were preparing for them over the summertime because we knew they'd be early in our season, and trying to get as much information as we could about just knowing where their coaches were coming from and knowing their past a bit. So that was the initial preparation for Missouri State. And then we knew we'd have some non-conference games that we were going to have to study. And, well, that all went by the wayside. And then we were planning on them. They played in the fall, so we were able to study them, their 3 games in the fall, and we were preparing for them to be our first game in the spring season. And then that schedule changed, so we prepared for them just a couple weeks ago. And that game was postponed or wasn't going to be played. So we have plenty of information on them. We continue to study them. And what we're really impressed with Missouri State from last fall to now, they are a really much improved football team. Their coaches have done a good job. They've added some personnel here in the spring. But this is a much improved football team. The credit goes to their coaches and their players for sticking with it, and they were able to win a conference title.
Coach, I have to ask you too about Kyle leaving here. How do you make sure that's maybe not a distraction, or obviously he was a vocal guy. How do you handle it?
We're really excited about Eastern Kilty getting his opportunity, and we're excited about the game on Saturday. I can tell you that. We're really excited about the game on Saturday, and the guys that are on the roster at this time, I'm really happy for them that they get this opportunity.
And lastly, just to clarify, some guys put their name in the portal, and I've seen guys stick around on their current team. He's not playing for the team anymore. Is that correct?
That's correct. At this point, Eastern Kilty will be the starting right guard on Saturday afternoon.